Johansson and Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. We also like to prevent emergency issues from ever happening. No one wants a broken furnace on the coldest night of the year or an air conditioning that gives up on the hottest day. That's why more and more Johansson and Anderson customers are taking advantage of our Comfort Club. Your furnace and AC are scheduled and checked before their season, kind of like a regular dental appointment. And we keep your whole system in top running condition all year long. Of course, if some emergency does happen, our Comfort Club members get priority service and discounted repairs, even if it is the hottest day of the year. If your family's home needs heating and air conditioning, call the name you can trust for 75 years, Johansson and Anderson. Call J&A today, sleep tight tonight. Johansson and Anderson, a York certified comfort expert.
Providing comfort all year round. Johansson and Anderson.
Here we go. It's time for Pigskin Preview. Coaches, players, fans, and experts. You get them all right here on Pigskin Preview. Powered by State Farm agents John Wright and Drew Mormon. On 1340 WJOL.
And welcome aboard. It is the Week 11 edition of Pigskin Preview here on 1340 WJOL, Will County's News Talk Sports. EDGYTIM, along with Joe Rodriguero, the coach, Evan Bredesen, spinning the dials. And gentlemen, this edition and every edition of Pigskin Preview brought to you by State Farm agents John Wright in Joliet and Drew Mormon in Lamont. Like a good neighbor, Joe.
State Farm is there.
Joe, no fooling around tonight.
Well, before we start.
Oh, boy, here we go. Look, Joe, we got business.
No, this is big business. It's Edgy's birthday today, so I got him his favorite
God
cake.
love you, Joe.
His favorite cake from Portillo's, and I got
It never goes to waste, ever.
I got you a present. Uh-oh. I also brought pizza from Pizza Mia, and Dave, the proprietor, found out it was your birthday.
Oh, boy.
So he gave me a Pizza Mia sweatshirt for you.
I will wear that often. You know, I'm a big hoodie guy. Oh, Dave, thank you very much. That is awesome. All right, so here, we'll show the peeps at home. So we got a nice hoodie. Definitely wear it and check it out. So Thank you, everybody. Thank you, guys. By the way, joining us in the studios are the Dwyers squared. We'll get to that, but Joe?
Yes, sir.
No more screwing around. We have to go out immediately to the phone line. Did you know why?
Because we got Francis waiting
Oh,
for
we got
us.
Francis Laughlin waiting for us at the Coal City Kohlers. And, Coach, welcome aboard.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Glad to have you here. God, it's exciting this time of year, obviously, for all of us. It is exciting for you, Coach, for your kids. Again, fill us in. How's school been this week?
It's been good. I mean, obviously playoff time. It seems like kids are got a little pep in their step, a little more excited. And then even we got some extra news this year with our soccer team going to state playing tonight. So a lot of good things happening in athletics in the high school. And the kids are having fun with it.
Coach, big game last week for Logan. 5 touchdowns, and it had to be pretty exciting for him. And got to give credit to the offensive line for all that stuff too, and I know he did in the paper, but it had to be, I guess, exciting not only for him but the coaching staff as well and the kids.
Definitely. Logan had a great game. He's got that mixture of size and speed. He's a strong kid, a great weight room kid, but I can't say enough about our offensive line. With Pointer, Viles, Kane, Razio, and Bergen. I mean, they really got off the ball well, created some nice lanes for them, and it's a great combination. Usually those things work well for you.
Coach, I don't know, Joe, is this me? And I'm noticing, and I noticed this on pairings night. Coach, are you there?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I thought I heard a. We get nervous, Joe. We hear a phone pop,
Coach, because sometimes we lose our coaches.
A little nervous.
Yeah, we get a little nervous here.
But I look at your opponent last week in playing Sterling, and again, I know Sterling very well. I've been out there for games, and tremendous school, tremendous program. But boy, I'm seeing a lot of schools, Joe, that used to be 5A, 6A, now down in 4A. And Sterling's definitely one of them. Coach, I don't think I'd ever expect to see Sterling in 4A.
No, I mean, you said it. I mean, you take a look at traditional 5A teams. They got pushed down this year. And
Geneseo in there as well.
Yeah. I mean, both Woodstocks are down. I mean, it's definitely a different look this year, but it's an exciting one. For us to get the opportunity to play a great storied program like Sterling, we knew that was a big task, and I thought our kids responded well.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing, and you talked about Logan and the great game he had. Well, I hope he saved some of that up because you're going against a kid at Dixon who's Carnegie, who has had just an unbelievable season for them.
Yeah, he seems like he picked up right where he left off last year and then some. We got a chance to go against him last year in the playoffs. Real talented player who's a real tough runner. Man, is he hard to bring down. So, it's really, if you look at kind of the spotlights there and the matchups, you've got two very good running backs going at it. It's kind of what you expect in November, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and not only the running back, but you guys have seen it on tape also, but their quarterback, Kemp, can run the ball when he has to also. So it's kind of a triple threat back there in the backfield.
Yeah, he's an athletic kid. Obviously, he can throw it, but, man, when they let, he keeps on some of those reads or those designed run plays for him, man, if he gets out in the open field, he's a tough one. He's shifty. He's a good-sized kid. Got some good speed. So it's hard just to focus on Carnegie because you also have other guys there that are really athletic.
As far as what Dixon does and kind of what they do, who would you compare them to? Is there anyone you played this year that maybe you can compare them to?
If you take a look at, honestly, they do some similar stuff to us. So stuff that we see in practice every day, kind of with that spread look and trying to get the ball out in space to your playmakers. And that's kind of probably a pretty good comparison. And take a look back at that film from last year for us, and for not really playing each other, there is some familiarity just being from 1 year off.
Coach, talk about Emmett Easton a little bit. He had a nice game last weekend. I think it was for an interception for a touchdown.
He did. We got a big man touchdown.
A big boy touchdown. Yep.
You always love to see that. He made a great play on a screen play and took it back right before half to really extend the lead there and give us some cushion there. But a couple sacks, fumble recovery. He seemed like he was all over the place. Just a high motor kid. Playing D tackle, and he's a load inside. So it's just he's a great player, and it was good to see him do that in the playoffs.
For high school fans across the state, Coach, I want to thank you and the coach at Dixon for deciding to play Friday at 7 o'clock. Thank you.
He needs it too.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Oh, he does. Seriously, yes.
We prefer here at Coal City to play as many Fridays as possible.
Yeah.
And it was rare for us to play on a Saturday and come back to a Friday. But as you know, trying to find a good time, sometimes you try to make it work as best you can. And fortunately for us, even though it's a short week, knock on wood, we're pretty healthy. We wanted to keep it, go back to a Friday if possible. And so that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, it drives us nuts because obviously we're trying to cover and get to as many games as possible, and but I get it. I understand, like you said, it's got to work, and as well as anyone, Coach, once you go on that Saturday route, 9 times out of 10 you're not going to flip back. You're just not.
Yeah, it makes it really difficult. We just saw an opportunity, and I'm sure I'm speaking for a lot of people, but the football is so regimented and routine-based. You try to keep the routine as close to the same as possible, like that you had throughout the year. So we're excited about playing on Friday night.
Does that routine go for coaches? And is there anything in particular that you must do every week before you go into a game? Any pregame superstitions or any pregame meal that you kind of have to do?
No. I think as far as just the routine of stuff is, you've got a list of things you need to do throughout a week as a coach, as far as game planning and paperwork and scheduling, and so that keeps you pretty busy. If I'm getting that's a superstition. That's what it is. You always don't like the feeling of you're forgetting to do something. So that's kind of the way our week kind of goes.
Yeah, no doubt. Fill us in on the routine tomorrow. I've made that drive, and again, I think the nice part of that drive is you're probably not going to run into a lot of traffic or a lot of construction, but it's still a decent drive. So fill us in. What's the plan for tomorrow?
We'll come in. We come in before school and do a walkthrough. So we'll get that, just a short, quick walkthrough, get the guys out of bed and get them moving, go over some last-minute reminders, go through our school day, try to keep it as normal as possible, keep them occupied. And then, we'll start making the trek up there about 2:30, get there about, 4:45, 5 o'clock, and try to mimic as much of a regular season Friday night with the prelim game and go through our pregame routine with that, and that way we're ready to go at 7.
Yeah, it's a cool setting. Like I said, I was up there I think a year ago when they played Byron and just had a lot of fun. It'll be packed, Coach. You know that. I'm expecting to see a very long line, almost like in Field of Dreams, where they show the one line of cars just driving in the Dixon.
Trying to get into the parking
tomorrow
lot.
night.
Yep.
That's going to be tomorrow night, no doubt, with that long line coming from Coal City. And Coach, again, just appreciate your time. I know it's a busy time for you, but again, good luck tomorrow night. Good luck to the soccer team, and go get them, okay?
Yeah, good luck, Francis.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me on, and happy birthday, Edgy.
Oh, thank you,
there
sir,
we
very
go.
much.
Yes.
All right, we appreciate it. And Coach Laughlin joins us from Coal City. And Joe, should be a heck of a game.
Yeah,
like you said, two teams, very similar styles, very good programs, and everything. A lot of similarities. Two very good running backs, and should be a great game.
Yeah, turnovers or maybe who has the ball last. I mean, that's how good the game was last year. So I'm picking Coal City, though. I got a feeling about them.
Yep, our buddy Weather on the Go is not going to be happy with you, Joe, because he's a big Dixon guy, but that's okay. We'll take it. By the way, our broadcast schedule is as follows. We will be on with you Saturday evening, ladies and gentlemen. So we will be Saturday evening, 6 o'clock kickoff. Pre-game show? Yes? No? No? Okay. 6 o'clock kickoff. Class 8A, Lockport hosting Homewood Flossmoor.
Yes.
Joe Rodriguero on the
Rematch.
call. Evan Bredesen on the call with Daniel Dwyer, working the sidelines as well. So by all means, tune in. I'm hearing mixed on the weather, gentlemen. Does that seem to be the case from what you're hearing?
Well, I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be raining. I don't know how hard, but it's going to be raining.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Confidence. All right, we are going to.
I don't want it to, but
we're going to step aside. By the way, folks, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And thank you for all the birthday wishes. It's awesome. I appreciate it. First hour is going to be very guest intensive, but we will have plenty of time for your calls and comments and everything else in the 7 o'clock hours. So stick with us. Keep watching. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Jeff Reentz from Wilmington. We'll talk about the Wildcats postseason trek so far, and stick around. This is the Week 11 edition of Pigskin Preview here on 1340 WJOL, Will County's News, Talk Sports.
It's football season, ladies and gentlemen, and that means game time. And just like your favorite team, you need the right defense. At the Drew Mormon State Farm Agency, located in Lamont and proudly serving the surrounding areas, we've got your back. From auto, home to life insurance, my team and I will help you make the winning play. And that's saving money while protecting what matters most. So don't wait for the fourth quarter. Switch today. Call the Drew Mormon Agency at 708-799-8020.
Give thanks this holiday season with Burcott's Thanksgiving Catering Package. Serves 10 people for just $129.99. Choose your entree, oven-roasted turkey breast, Burcott's own glazed baked ham, or Burcott's famous fried chicken. Includes spinach dip tray with King's Hawaiian rolls, creamy mashed potatoes and gravy, traditional green salad, stuffing, cranberry sauce, and pumpkin pie. Or do the cooking yourself and pre-order a fresh Jimmy O turkey. Burcott Superfoods. Fresh, friendly, focused on you. 20 area stores. BurcottFoods.com.
Do you want to know a secret? Hi, this is Chris Chernigit with American Commercial Bank and Trust. And yes, did you know we are the best kept secret in lending? We not only offer the top industry loan programs, but offer them to you with competitive rates and costs. So give me a call, Chris Chernigit, at 815-412-0491 and see what you've been missing. Chris Chernigit, your home, your lender.
Chris Chernigit, NMLS number 339344. American Commercial Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It all comes down to this, folks. Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. Their max strength and vaporize sore throat pain. Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast. Speaking of fast, did you just see that play? Yeah, he vaporized that ball. That fun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
When you call or text 988, you're not talking to a machine. You're talking to someone like me. I'm here to listen to you and hear your story. You don't have to have all the words or know exactly what to say. I'll meet you where you are. Whether you're feeling hopeless, overwhelmed, or just need someone to talk to, we're here 24/7 because your life matters. Call or text 988. Let's find hope together.
High school football on 1340 WJOL.
And welcome back. It is the Week 11 edition of Pigskin Preview here on 1340 WJOL, Will County's News Talk Sports. Edgy Tim, along with the coach, Joe Radagaro, Evan Bredesen, the Dwyers. Also joining us in the studio, of course, David and Danielson. So glad to have them here. Glad to have you with us, watching at home and listening. And by the way, I'd be remiss not to mention that it's been a rough week around here at the station. There is no doubt about it. Kevin Collins, I think all of us knew him. All of us had run-ins and dealings with Kevin. And we always just talk Romeoville.
Yep.
Romeoville football. I always want to know about Romeoville. And again, just our thoughts with his wife and kids and family and friends. And so, again, don't want to bring on a bummer, but I thought we would, Joe, absolutely have to mention losing one of our team members here for sure. We're all feeling it. So, all right, hey, let's go back out to the phone lines. Terrible transition, but hey, there you go. Joining us on the phone, the head coach of your Wilmington Wildcats, Jeff Reams. Hello, sir.
Hey, guys. How we doing tonight?
We're doing good. Appreciate you joining us. And, the game we all kind of circled. Maybe you didn't, but darn it, Coach, we did. We circled it, and here it is. Off to Seneca you go.
Yeah. No, it's, you got two teams that mirror each other, don't you? You got two teams that love to run the football. They want to be in possession of the ball, play good defense, win the field position war. And there's one thing about the game on Saturday. It won't take long. It'll be there won't be too passes along those lines. But this will be multiple times going against Terry and their program. And just a side note here, great job on his part. He's taken that program and he's reestablished Seneca to where they're at right now. And so they've done a great job. And we got a great challenge ahead of us come Saturday night.
Jeff was down there as I talked to you before the game. I was going to stand on your sideline, but I saw all the people along the fence line, so I'm not going to be, a wall for this. So I went to the other side. And so I got up close and personal, and I know you've talked about your defense. I'll talk about your offense in a minute, but your defense first. Being on the field rather up in my favorite place to do a game at Wilmington in the baseball press box. And you talk about how fast your kids are. They are really fast. And what impressed me was the fact I heard a lot of check calls by the defense. And the guy that, you've got, there's playmakers on defense all over the place, but Moran really impressed me. Especially there were three plays in particular. And my first question to you is, the huddle has changed the game of scouting, hasn't it? I mean, you and I are older guys. I remember watching 16-millimeter film on my dining room wall with a projector, and then you had the VHS. But now the kids can see all the plays and see all the film and stuff. There was 2 plays where they ran twins and ran the back to the twin side, and Moran was right there as soon as they couldn't block him because he anticipated the players, saw it on film that that's exactly what they did. And then he on the other side of the field, they kind of did the same thing, and he batted the ball down. But he was, to me, the defense was outstanding, but he was really impressive to me. He really was.
No, he's had a heck of a year for us. We had him up last year as a sophomore, and 6'3", 200 pounds, and runs very well. You're exactly right. He and Olin at the linebacker spot, Logan Van Dyne, those guys lead us. Brian Kepman. They all. What I love about it is their communication together, and you heard it there.
I heard it.
You go to the HUD stuff. You talk about that. To me, that's probably one of the biggest changes that has happened in football since way back when in '94 when I first started. But that what technology has done for football, and how much film you can you get, watch, and the kids see this constantly. And if you would have told me 30 years ago, this is where I'd be watching film on my computer and then sending it through my computer, for exchanges instead of driving through the state, I would have said you're crazy. But I appreciate what you said about Moran. He's a good player, and he's been huge for us this year.
Jeff, going through the brackets and looking at things, and I know one of the big storylines going into playoff pairing night was, well, is Wilmington going to drop down in 2? Are they going to stay in 3? Well, I'm looking at this stuff, and Joe and I were talking about this off the air. Jeff, I don't care what class you would have been in. There's nowhere to hide. I mean, absolutely nowhere to hide. So you obviously are familiar with 2A, the Northern Bracket. You in Seneca, you play the winner of Rock Ridge and Tri-Valley. You've run into that Tri-Valley team a few times, I believe. Other part of the bracket in the north, El Paso Gridley, Sterling Newman, Central Catholic, and Farmington and Aurora Christian. Okay, nothing there. No gimmies there at all. You go to 3, Richmond Burton taking on Aurora Central Catholic, Bloomington Central taking on Monmouth Roseville, Byron Dupec, Bishop Mack, Immaculate Conception. I mean, dude, there's nowhere to hide. I don't care what class you're in.
That's right.
I know. You're exactly right. And, people get wrapped up in this, the 2A and the 3A thing. You better buckle up. I don't care which one you're going through. You're going against great coaches. You're going against great programs. And I don't see a difference. You get involved in going through both those classes. We've been fortunate enough to make the playoffs, be through them both, and you just come away so impressed. And guys, you got to have a little bit of that luck injury wise, because it's such a physical game. In 3A, a lot of teams are using both or kids both ways, but in 2A it gets to be a little bit more, and so you got to watch how much you're putting your kids through, especially at the time of the season, and just to save them, because they are playing both ways and doing those things. But you're exactly right. You can line up with those teams. I'll put anybody against 2A or 3A, and you better, like I said, you better buckle up and be ready for a great night of football.
And just to add, our friend Francis over at Coal City.
Oh yeah.
Dixon this week. This week they win. They play the winner of Montini, Peoria, Notre Dame. Oh, by the way, our friends Morris are in that part of the bracket too.
Yes.
A couple of teams, Geneseo, they're okay. Metamora, they've won a few games. So again, Jeff, nowhere to hide, pal.
There's nowhere to go. No, you know what? You just put your head down and say, let's go, and let's see how far we can go. But it is true. I know it's a cliche, guys, but it is so much per week what you're trying to get ready for, and you get the coffee out, you spend the hours watching the film because you know you got to put that much time in to prepare for these teams.
Jeff, going to Seneca, and I know you talked about, I don't think it's the same quarterback, but their quarterback, watching them a little bit that I did, of course, like you guys, they have 3 good running backs, but their quarterback does a great job going through his fakes. Some of the times he had me confused, and I'm watching the tape. And he does. I remember Coach Sharp talking about the shell game with the wing tee, and you know, the quarterback's got to be able to do it. This guy actually does that, and he's very impressive.
No, I mean, and, you know, that goes back to Coach Maxwell. He's taken this T formation, and he runs it obviously throughout his whole program. And so by the time these kids get to junior and senior year, it's incredible. It's you have to try to get ready for them, and you're exactly right. You think you know where the ball is, and you don't, because the ball is totally somewhere else. I don't know how many times in watching film, the guy whoever's filming, he even gets faked out. He doesn't know. Yep. And so, but they are phenomenal at faking. I tell you. And then you throw in their offensive line and their technique and their fundamentals, and they're undefeated. They're a great football team. And but you're exactly right. The way they fake is very unique. It's the best I've seen. I think it's one of the best in the state, no doubt.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, is the ultimate compliment in an offense when they blow a play dead?
How about it?
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's happened with them multiple times.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
No doubt about it. Health-wise, Jeff, how are things? How are the kids lining up so far?
Not bad. We're hanging in there. You know, some typical Week 10 stuff, Week 11 stuff going on, but you know, I think everybody's good to go going into Saturday night, and so hopefully, you know, knock on wood, we can continue to stay healthy, and we need to. I mean, that's the luck part of this thing as you try to go through this, and you know, for us, for Seneca, for everybody, you want to make sure you stay away from those injuries.
Jeff, my last question to you is, as I'm, you know, watching the game in that first drive of West Hancock, I'm watching them coming down the field, and they could not run the ball against you at all. So they have to throw the ball. And they did have 2 pretty good outside receivers. They were tall, as you know, and pretty good one-hand catches. But I'm watching them come down the field, and I kept looking at the clock, and I'm going, Wilmington is getting Wilmingtonized here. I mean, and you guys did hold them, you know, on 4th down, and you took the ball. I told Edgy, 3 plays later, they scored Wilmington scored a touchdown right before the end of the first quarter. But I was watching that. I'm going, man, they're doing the same thing they do in Wilmington. And I was standing with a couple that was there that actually the gentleman was from around here. And he said that that was one of the better drives that they had. But he knew, he said, we don't play teams like this. And I said, well, Wilmington is really good. And they were very complimentary of your team. But I give you a lot of credit with that first drive and stopping them and just stopping them cold from the 2-yard line. I think it was at least 2 plays from the 2-yard line. But it was just inevitable that you guys were going to win. But that was my thought as they were coming down the field. I kept looking at the clock every first down. And they were just barely making the first downs. But those 2 young men on the outside catching those balls were really good.
No, you're exactly right. And you know, they caught our attention on film, and then when we played them in the game, you know, that all came true and then some.
Yeah.
There were some tremendous athletes that they had there, and so we had a little bend don't break mentality there on that first drive. And after that, we were able to make a few adjustments. But no credit to them, you know, and they caught us off guard a little bit. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give credit to them because as I watch film. As we're watching film the next day, we had good coverage.
Oh yeah,
they just went up and made the play.
That's what I said.
So you give credit to those guys, and we tell our DBs sometimes they're going to make a play. Well, you got to forget about that and come back. Right?
Your guys were right there, as you said. They were right. They were just making unbelievable catches.
Yeah, and so give credit to those guys, and like then we settled down after that.
Right.
And I think that's going to be a big thing Saturday night. With Seneca, they want to keep the ball from us. We want to keep the ball from them, keep that possession. So, but it's going to be a heck of a game.
How important is first score?
Oh yeah, huge.
Sorry, Jeff. Had to bring it up.
As he's not going to be able to sleep now.
I know, it's my fault. Obviously, very important.
Yeah, really, and you got to get a feel for the game. It looks like we might have a little rain Saturday night. You got to get a feel for that, but I just really want to enjoy. I've made this mistake before, where you as a coach, when you get so, you're so involved, you don't take. I told the kids, well, we're in the second round of the playoffs. It's great that we're able to do this and just enjoy the time.
Right. Yeah, I agree. No doubt about it. Hey, we appreciate the time as always. Good to have you back on again, and I have a feeling we'll be talking again down the road. So appreciate it, my friend. Go get one, okay?
Good luck, Jeff.
All right, guys. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for the time.
You got it. All right, Jeff Reitz joins us from Wilmington, and Joe, that is one heck of a game.
That is
one heck of a game.
Last time they met, it was double overtime.
6 o'clock kickoff. 7:45, you think? Things go well?
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock for sure. Yeah. Over 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be unbelievable. So, again, should be a terrific game. And he mentioned Seneca really has, the last handful of years, really got things going. Yep. There's no doubt. So, a lot of fun. Obviously, it will be packed in Seneca. So, Joe, I'm going to argue maybe the biggest thing to go on in Seneca since probably the last time Wilmington was there.
You're probably correct.
Let's go through a few games in the area. By the way, we got a minute or two here. Actually, you know what? Don't bother calling. By the time you get there, we'll have to go to ABC or we'll have to go to a break. 8A Lincoln Way East at Palatine. Joe, your thoughts?
Okay, I let me get my notes here. All right, with Mr. Williams back, 228 yards, 4 touchdowns in one half. Schlinginger made 2 unbelievable catches. I don't think Stevenson crossed the 50-yard line. If they did, it was once.
Yeah.
They had Jacob Alexander back, even though LaVista is out. I've watched Palatine, and they've got some good players. Their quarterback is Santiago. And they have a decent – Fager is a running back / wide receiver. But they're not going to score enough points.
Yeah. They have talent. I just don't know. It just doesn't seem to come together at times for them. And I hope, obviously I hope tomorrow night is also one of those times for Lincoln Way East case.
I don't think they're used to throwing the football much because of the quarterback and the running back Fager. Fager does it all for them.
Right.
He basically does it all for them.
Santiago's a really nice quarterback.
Oh, no,
he does a real nice job. You've got Tony Balinaji, who's the lineman, the big old both ways.
He's a big guy, yes.
Evan Downer as well as a D-end offensive lineman. So they've got some talent. There's no doubt. I think they'll be fine. Oh, but then next week,
what's coming around the corner?
Next week will get real interesting on the east side, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
So we will see what happens. Bolingbrook Warren, maybe 2 of the best running backs in Chicagoland going at it.
Yeah, I would say so. This is good. This is going to be another quick game. This is going to be a quick game. Ward and Lewis for Bolingbrook, very, very good, very, very speedy, electric type players. And also, I think it's Dangle, the quarterback.
Yeah.
Can run.
Yep.
And they got a running back called Stewart that's really good too. Not very big, but he's got 44 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I thought I saw.
Yep.
And I had to look at that twice.
No, I know.
And they run the football, and that's Warren relies on their defense. They rely on their defense.
Yep, no doubt. All right, step aside and take a break. When we come back, we will once again go out to the phone lines. The one, the only. There's only one of him, Joe.
Thank goodness.
There's only one George Chart. He'll be on with us when we come back. You are listening to the Week 11 edition of Pigskin Preview here on 1340 WJOL, Will County's News, Talk, Sports.
You know your clients and customers are the lifeblood of your business. But do they know that you know? The best way to make sure they know how much you appreciate them? Give them Dan's homemade candies this Christmas. Dan's fills beautiful gift boxes with your favorite selections of rich, homemade chocolates. Made fresh daily right here in Joliet from the finest ingredients. Choose from creamy truffles, nut clusters, melt-in-your-mouth mint meltaways, sandies, and more. Want something different? Add caramel corn, cheese corn, or old-fashioned hard candy. There's something for every taste and every budget. Corporate discounts are available, so order now for your business. Show your clients how much you appreciate them with a sweet gift from Dan's Homemade Candies, a locally owned Joliet favorite. Visit Dan's at 229 East Cass Street or 1003 Plainfield Road in Joliet. Dan's Homemade Candies, made with love, shared with joy.
Welcome to the Lions Club. Being a Lion means knowing that kindness matters. We believe in changing the world by serving the needs of our local communities. More than 1.4 million Lions around the world are responding to local and global challenges with kindness and care. Come volunteer with us. Your Lions journey starts here. The Crest Hill Lions Club invites you to reach out to your local Lions Club to learn about how you can be a part of a community and bringing passionate, kind-hearted people together to serve local needs. They build relationships that lead to opportunities. In short, when Lions serve, life improves and the community grows. Grow with us. The Crest Hill Lions Club would also like to thank our sponsors who help with our yearly events, such as the car show and picnic at St. Joe's Park, and those who attend and support our Easter egg hunts, Shanahan Bingo, and many more events. The Crest Hill Lions Club meets the first and third Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. For more information on being a Lion, go to lionsclub.org to start your journey today. That's lionsclub.org.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-497-0593. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 five-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-497-0593. That's 800-497-0593. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
In times of loss, the support of your community can make all the difference. At Farkas Funeral Home, we've been a part of the Joliet community for years. We understand the importance of honoring loved ones while also embracing the strength of our community. We believe in supporting the people and places that make Joliet home. That's why we're more than just a funeral home. We're your neighbors, here to offer comfort, guidance, and resources during difficult times. Farkas Funeral Home, serving Joliet families with compassion and care, today and always. Learn more at FarkasFuneralHome.com.
Got a problem with your car? Call in this Thursday just after 9 a.m. and get answers from the experts. Every Thursday, the experts from the service department at Darcy Buick GMC will honestly answer your questions about any vehicle, any make, any model. Plus, get helpful tips for keeping your car in great shape for every season. Listen to Car Talk this Thursday after the 9 a.m. news, brought to you by Darcy Buick GMC on Essington Road in Joliet and at DarcyMotors.com. Listen right here on 1340 WJOL, Will County's News Talk Sports.
Your official home for Joliet and Will County sports is 1340 WJOL.
And welcome back. It is the Week 11 edition of Pigskin Preview here on 1340 WJOL, Will County's News Talk Sports. EDGYTIM, along with the coach, Joe Rodegaro, Evan Bredesen, and the Dwyers. We will hear from them in the 7 o'clock hour. So don't go anywhere. Going out to the phone lines and bringing in the head coach of your Lockport Porters. And I want to apologize publicly to George Chart, because obviously I have the only cell phone in the world that does not connect to George Chart's phone. So, George, I apologize.
Wow. What? What's going on here?
George, and there was an appeal. There was appeal of the verdict from a couple weeks ago. And
I'm saying it was a crooked judge, but
it was thrown out, so you had a stay of execution here, and it was thrown out.
Beautiful. Because I had a brain teaser for you a second ago, and it was, you had that nice intro to me, the one and only George Sart, and then I'm thinking, well, who the heck is the other George Sart that Edgy Tim's been texting all the time?
Pretty funny.
It isn't me.
Pretty funny.
It's not you. It's not you. It's me.
Oh, yeah.
The other one, yeah.
It's all my fault now.
No.
Wait, does Xfinity advertise on here or no? No? Okay, it's Xfinity's fault. Okay?
I could do that, yeah.
I can do that.
Friend, if I could be here for your humor and you want to get all your frustrations out of me, I'm here for you. Okay?
No, I'm here to wish you a happy birthday.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Your 45th birthday, I know.
See, I like you even more right now.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited how this postseason's going. I mean, it seems like Georgia just kind of came together at the right time so far.
Yeah, it did. We started answering some questions, and I think, I've said it a couple times before that as soon as we got Colton back, we just turned into a different team. Not to take anything away from the other guys, but he just adds that much to our defense and at times to our offense too. He brings everybody up. Our practices are spirited on defense. He brings that extra pop with his game, and he makes sure that everybody else is doing the same. He's a great leader for us too.
And you're getting. I talked to you earlier this week, and just to reiterate, the health of the team gets better every week. Correct? I know you had one big injury last week, but overall, though, the 11 offense, 11 defense are all pretty healthy now.
Yeah, I'd have to say, yes, sir. And the other thing is, I think our O-line has really grown up. Christopher Norton and Joe Dunlop have done some great things with our O-line, just moving guys around, getting the right guys in the right spot. It took a few games, but they're clicking there too. So, and like you said, our health is knock on wood, has been relatively, just the bumps and bruises of every week, overcoming those. We play pretty physical, so they, after a game, they're limping. So it's good that they can recover that quickly.
I would love to know your thought on this. Obviously, we talk about it all the time, and I hear from coaches it is very hard to beat a team twice in a season. Now, obviously, you're going into this having lost to them earlier in the year. Do you reinvent the wheel? How heavy do you rely on that early film? And are they a different team now than they were back then?
Well, it appears on film when we've seen the last couple games that there are a couple of changes in their personnel. As far as reinventing the wheel, no, we play our style of football. The only thing that's different is the attention to details of what this team brings to the game. But we're not going to, change what our philosophy is as far as, trying to stop the run, being in certain coverages in certain situations, making sure we know where their playmakers are. The problem is they just have a bunch of them, So that makes it ever so more important for our kids to really be in tune mentally, We prepare so that we're ready, physically by the end of the game, by the end of the week. But we got to make sure that our head is in the right spot. And I think our last 6 weeks, it's been there. And, knock on wood, too, our offense hasn't been turning the ball over. So we're finishing drives with points now, which was not being done earlier in the season.
I was going to say that was the looking back on that first HF game, that was a big problem.
Right.
With you guys, you get something going and you have a turnover, or you'd be 3rd and short, or 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 4, and you get a holding penalty or something. It just puts you in bad situations. So, and they have, speed doesn't leave. And I know one guy, Miles Ellis is one guy for them that you're going to be kind of watching out for, because he did have a big game against you guys the first time you played.
Yes, he did. What a credible talent.
He is. He's a tremendous player.
That kid, I think he had 2 interceptions. He kicked for them.
Yep.
He had the 2 touchdowns, one on a reception, the other one on a screen pass, and he was blocking too.
Yep.
What a great player he is. Yeah.
Yep.
So obviously he's going to be a guy we're going to have to take note of where he lines up every single play.
Well, and again, if you ever want to know how North Dakota State does it year in and year out, those are the kind of kids they recruit. He's committed to North Dakota State. So that just gives you an idea of how good he can be. When that program recruits you, Joe,
oh, yeah,
you're pretty good.
Yeah, you must be.
You're pretty good.
Is he go? Do you know what position he's going as?
I believe is like a wide receiver slot for them, but I could be mistaken because I know that, you know, they recruit guys that, again, they're able to fit those guys into what they envision, and ton of success. So yeah, no, there's no doubt about it. As far as you mentioned leadership with Colton, and I got to know Colton, and you know, again, I mean, he's fired up probably the moment he wakes up in the morning. I don't think there's any doubt. He's full, high energy guy. Have you had years where you didn't have that guy, or have you had teams where, boy, I wish we would have had this guy, you know, just from a leadership energy standpoint? And can that be developed, or is it just unique?
I think it's kind of unique individually, and I can tell you that I've been coaching for a long time, and I've always had decent players back there, you know.
Yep.
But never a safety would hit that brings his kind of vocal attitude and his pads. I've had guys that can, you know, cover, but they were quiet as a mouse, you know, and, you know, they just went out or hit and were quiet as a mouse. This guy's got the whole package. You know, I could play him at linebacker, and I would just love to put him on the end and see him blitz, but he's so valuable to us in the back end. He just gets to pretty much every ball that's thrown up in the middle of the field. So, you know, in different years, yes, we've had guys that we might have that guy playing a nose tackle or a middle linebacker or outside backer. But this is the first time I can remember a vocal and voracious free safety for us. It's very nice.
George, going back to the last game and this game, has there ever been a time that you can think of where in the first two rounds you've played conference opponents?
No.
On your side of the conference.
Right. I remember way back when we had some good runs. We played Lincoln Central early, but never two. You know, and then I remember one year we played Andrew early, but never back to back like this. This is very unique as far as that goes. Yes.
One of the things I always kind of equate with Lockport and your last state championship team in particular, momentum. That was a team that I saw in the playoffs that got a whiff of that little early success and picked up momentum. And, you know, it was more than just the team. It was the community. It was the school. It was everyone around it. Is that a real thing? And are you starting to maybe feel that a little bit?
Yeah, you know, to be honest with you, I think we kind of circled the wagons back in week 5 when we got Colton. We kind of right then and said, all right, this is the beginning of a new season. And we kind of felt that emotional energy that Colton was bringing us. And, you know, and our quarterback, Brendan Metcher, same thing for the offense. You know, you could see guys just rallying. It was, you know, we had 3 losses. We were getting tired of losing. And so we've adopted that mentality, and it's been sticking with us. So, and you know, we always say if you're not with us, you're against us. And so we like to feel that we're backing each other, and we circle the wagons, and we're in the middle, and we're circling, and everyone else is on the outside. And you know, like I said, you're either with us or you're against us, and we have a good feeling of the people that are with us. So yes, I love that question.
You know, either get in, Joe, or you get run over.
That's
pretty
right.
Simple.
That's right.
Pretty simple. Hey, we're going to let you...
We'll have an escort for you, so you don't have to worry about it.
All right. By the way, WJOL Game of the Week, Lockport hosting Homewood Flossmoor Saturday, 6 o'clock kickoff. Evan Bredesen, Joe Rodegaro, Daniel Dwyer on the call, and you can catch that game right here. And by all means, go pack Lockport Saturday night.
Yes,
and I know how that place can get on a Saturday night in a big game. So let's get it cranked up. And George, best of luck, man. Go get them.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And
I hope
George,
you
as
enjoy
usual.
your birthday cake tonight. Yeah.
I will. George, Joe took care of me, so I'm good to go.
As usual, I'll talk to you after the game, George. Good luck.
Okay. Appreciate that. Okay, you guys. Good
All
night.
right, George. All right, George Chart joining us. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
With that momentum.
Sure.
You get that thing going over there.
Exactly right. When he won the state championship, it just started building and building.
Yeah.
You are absolutely correct.
Yeah, no doubt. I remember that. Like that. That just we were. I think it was there like the second round. I think it was the second round of the playoffs, and you just felt it. It's like, hey, man, this team is feeling it, and this community is feeling it. And I'm telling you, tomorrow night, you know, hopefully the weather holds up a little bit, but it'll be packed.
Yes.
I don't think there's any doubt. Have you guys noticed that at all? And we've got the Dwyers in here. We can, well, I don't know if Evan has that mic on, but crowds. We got a couple minutes here. I have not been very impressed so far with the crowds where I've been. You?
Well, the first game, I mean, they're coming, you know, Stevenson's coming up by Arlington.
Right.
I mean,
and it was Halloween Friday.
Right.
I get that. That's a big deal.
Right.
But still, even Saturday, not great.
And I was even kind of shocked, even the Providence Joliet Catholic game. When I walked into the stadium, neither side was, I mean, once the game started, the Joliet Catholic side, but it was, the East parking lot was packed, but I thought there'd be more Providence people there than there was.
We're going to bring this back up, 7 o'clock hour. We'll get some calls in and have some people talk about it. But I think it's definitely worth discussing because it kind of impacts. It's not quite what you would expect to see in the playoffs. You want to see both sides full, and it hasn't been quite that so far. So, all right, that's it for hour number one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in the 7 o'clock hour after ABC News. Dave Woodburn joins us from Lincoln Way Central. And then, kids, it's all us the rest of the 7 o'clock hour. So don't go anywhere. This is the Week 11 edition of Pigskin Preview here on 1340 WJOL, Will County's News Talk Sports.
From the Abri Credit Union Studio, this is Will County's News Talk Sports, WJOL, Joliet.
This is State Farm Agent John Wright. I'm a multiple-time winner of the Reader's Choice for one of the best insurance agents in the area. When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect gift for your special someone. It feels real good to make the right insurance decision, too. The John Wright Insurance Agency is right here in Joliet to help you select the right protection at the right price. With me, State Farm Agent John Wright, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call me when you want the real deal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
From the Abri Credit Union Studio, this is Will County's News Talk Sports, WJOL, Joliet. From the Abri Credit Union Studio, this is Will County's News Talk Sports, WJOL, Joliet.
From ABC News, I'm Dave Packard. Mass flight cancellation starting tomorrow. It's on order of the FAA over concern of overworked and unpaid air traffic controllers during the government shutdown. ABC's Rachel Scott is at Ronald Reagan Airport in Virginia.
A mad scramble for passengers at airports across the country before airlines start canceling thousands of daily flights. The Trump administration says to ease the strain on air traffic controllers from the government shutdown.
I was able to get on the plane before the delay started, so I'm just getting home before it happens.
I'm so glad I'm flying out today. How stressful is it for you as a traveler? Stressful. Check the, I guess, the wait time at the lines today beforehand and just worried about it. So keep your fingers crossed.
40 airports will be impacted, including the country's busiest.
It's now at least 13 people confirmed dead in that UPS plane that crashed while taking off from the Louisville airport on Tuesday. And investigators say they're still checking the half-mile crash site for any possible missing persons. Video showing the left engine falling off the plane after catching fire.
Experts say it's possible that when the left engine fell off, it took out the plane's center engine, leaving the plane without enough power to get airborne. At least 13 dead and at least 9 still missing.
ABC's Matt Rivers in Louisville. At the White House, President Trump this hour hosting leaders from 5 Central Asian nations for a dinner at the East Room.
One of the key items on our agenda is critical minerals. In recent weeks, my administration has strengthened
American economic security by forging agreements with allies and friends across the world to broaden our critical mineral supply chains.
The metals are critical to the manufacture of high-tech items like cell phones and EVs. Kazakhstan is among the nations represented at the summit. Ahead of that tonight, President Trump announcing that Kazakhstan will soon join the Abraham Accords between Israel and Arab and Muslim majority countries. You're listening to ABC News.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have Leaf Filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/deal for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
New research from the American Academy of Neurology shows heavy alcohol users, people who consume more than 3 drinks a day, are at a higher risk of brain bleeds at a younger age.
On average, they had larger size bleeds by about 70%. They tended to be about 11 years younger, so in their 60s as opposed to in their 70s. Twice as likely to have deeper brain bleeds, longer hospital stays, more likely to go from being independent before their stroke to then being dependent and needing assistance.
That's ABC News medical contributor Dr. Tara Narula. The FBI now urging ICE agents to identify themselves to the public. Several incidents sparking new concerns about possible copycats. The New York field office warning federal agents about people impersonating ICE agents to commit violent crime. The bulletin citing instances in New York, North Carolina, and Florida. 3 new toys joining the Hall of Fame today. ABC's Sherry Preston.
Hard to believe this one hasn't been inducted yet. Battleship began as a paper and pencil game almost 100 years ago. The original board game has sold more than 100 million copies and is now electronic. Another member of the Toy Hall of Fame, class of 2025, that squishy, squashy green stuff, Slime, first introduced in 1976. And remember the little pie pieces?
Trivial Pursuit, because every American is entitled to life, liberty, and the pursuit of trivia.
Trivial Pursuit has been around since 1981.
I'm Dave Packer, ABC News.
Do you hear that? Asthma triggers are everywhere, from dust mites, pet dander, and pollen, to smog and smoke. An asthma attack can strike anywhere, anytime. Be prepared with quick-acting Primatene Mist. Clinically proven to open airways quickly. It's the #1 FDA-approved asthma inhaler available over the counter. Primatene Mist. Breathe easy again. Use as directed.
It's football season, ladies and gentlemen, and that means game time. And just like your favorite team, you need the right defense. At the Drew Mormon State Farm Agency, located in Lamont and proudly serving the surrounding areas, we've got your back. From auto, home to life insurance, my team and I will help you make the winning play. And that's saving money while protecting what matters most. So don't wait for the fourth quarter. Switch today. Call the Drew Mormon Agency at 708-799-8020.
Saving money in your next project with help from Menards. Update your home with Peyton Vinyl Blank Flooring. It's waterproof and durable, making it perfect for active families. It provides a genuine weathered wood look that complements any decor and features an attached pack for added comfort and easy installation. Trust Menards for all your flooring needs. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Severe from Vicks.
Sinex Severe Nasal Spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Severe instantly relieves nasal congestion and works 6 times faster than nasal decongestant tablets. The 12 hours of relief allow you to get back to the moments that matter without congestion.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it! Try Sinex Severe from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Progressive knows there are some surprisingly expensive things in life, like fences. A house with a big yard and a white picket fence was always the dream. But then you saw the price to install a fence and you're wondering if the color is driving the price up. Nobody ever dreams of a beige or a gray picket fence, right? So maybe those fences are cheaper. But no, they're not. Then you remember that switching your home and auto to Progressive could save you hundreds and make all your dreams of a fence come true. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Winner, winner, turkey dinner. Save a little and win big this holiday with Abri Credit Union's 12-month Save to Win Share Certificate. Each $25 you save earns you chances to win. Plus, the money you deposit into your Abri Save to Win account is yours, plus dividends. Not everyone will win a prize, but if you make regular deposits into your certificate, you will save more money. That's a win-win. Abri offers you 2 ways to win. The first is with national prizes ranging from $25,000 to $5,000. The second is with Abri's exclusive member-only prizes. Take the first step toward reaching your goals. Visit abricu.com to learn more and open your Save to Win certificate today. Have questions? Give us a call at 866-I-OWN-ACU. By member choice, this institution is not federally insured but privately insured up to $250,000 per account by American Share Insurance.
ACU. High school football on 1340 WJOL.
And welcome back. It is hour number 2 here on 1340 WJOL, Will County's News Talk Sports. Edgy Tim, along with the coach, Joe Radagaro, Evan Bredesen, and the Dwyers have joined us. No, not the greatest country act, but the boys here, David Dwyer, Daniel Dwyer, and we will... Coach, don't laugh at my jokes. Don't encourage me, please.
Yeah, I asked you.
No. This edition and every edition of Pigskin Preview brought to you by our State Farm agents, Drew Mormon in Lamont and John Wright in Joliet. Like a good neighbor, Joe.
State Farm is there.
Broadcast schedule is as follows. It will be Saturday night, 6 o'clock kickoff at Lockport as the Porters host Homewood Flossmoor. Very familiar opponent there. And, oh, by the way, Joe.
Yes.
There's another big game on Saturday.
Yes.
I've been there a few times, kind of know it. As they play under the hue of the flashing light from the Chicago Police Department right next to the field.
You don't like the parking in there, though.
I do not like the parking at all.
Yeah, my wife's already concerned.
See, Dave Woodburn joining us from Lincoln Way Central. And, pal, appreciate you taking time, and welcome to round 2.
Yeah, we're trucking. We're ready to go here. Going to make a little trip to Chicago, and we know we got our work cut out for us, but excited for the opportunity and challenge.
When I think of you and your program and obviously seeing and covering St. Rita for many years, Dave, I just see a lot of familiarity and I think in a good way for both.
Yeah, we've been watching them, obviously. We watched a little bit of film this week. My son's laughing at me here. We got the whole family here. We got Luke's birthday today. The young
happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Quarterback's walking around smiling, laughing. You know, mom's sitting here watching. So, yeah, she's watching film too. She's locked in. But they are. We're very similar. You know, they play a lot of guys on offense. They got a lot of different groups of people that they play, and they're extremely physical, well coached. Again, I told our guys there's no other place you'd want to be right now. Is go play in a tough environment. It's going to be a great high school football environment. And I think we're excited and we're ready to go, and we know they are too. So.
Well, I'm going to talk about your son. So send him to the other room here.
you want him to sit down? He can join the conversation.
Oh, if he's enjoying it, that's okay. I'll talk about Drew. Very workmanlike at the quarterback position last week. 10 for 12 and 146 yards and a touchdown, and very workmanlike. And I think that's a key to your 9-1 record, in my opinion. That the quarterback position with Drew, he can throw the ball, don't get me wrong, but it's more of a workman-like job that he does with this offense. because I know Mr. Cobb and especially Mr. Andreessen, those three, I call it the three-headed monster there. Those three guys make everything work. I know the offensive line's important. The other guys are important on offense. But those three guys, if they're hitting on all cylinders, in my opinion, because I've seen you a couple times now, good things happen for you.
Yeah, I think you're right. When you say workmanlike, I try not to talk too much about my kid, but when you talk about workman, that's what he does, and he's done it since he started doing this for a long time, and he works extremely hard. He's gone on Sunday mornings. I think we've talked about this. People are sleeping, and he's on the road on his way to QB era and working with those guys. And he was there last week. We're proud of him. We want to keep doing this thing together. And then when you bring up Justin and Lucas and really the whole other crew, they had a nice little look off last week from Andreessen, and then we hit Barkas for his first touchdown in the end zone. So we got guys, and guys are ready to step up and play. And when you talk about my son, I'm really happy and proud of the kid.
Good. People, coach, all the time talk about physicality, and all this team, real physical. This team very physical. Is it overblown? In a lot of cases. I mean, let's face it. You're both trying to accomplish the same thing. I mean, obviously physics comes into play sometimes, but can it be overblown? Yeah,
I think that everyone we play is playing hard and playing physical. For us, when I look at our guys up front and just the way we practice, though, that's our MO, and that is their MO. Specifically, we talk a lot about our offense, but defensively, if you watch our defense play and you watch when the whistle blows, there's 11 Lincoln Way Central football helmets sitting around the football, and those are the kind of things that we get excited about in the defensive room. And so it's an effort, a physical thing as well, but it's effort and playing together and doing your job. And I think that's what we have to do Saturday. We don't have to be special. St. Rita doesn't have to be special. It's going to come down to those key football plays and guys doing their job. So, but is it overblown? I don't know. We certainly try to overblow it, right? We talk about how physical we got to be, and it's football. It's fun.
I had a saying, Dave, when I was coaching baseball as head coach, and I tell the kids, just make the average play. Don't try to make the spectacular play. The spectacular plays happen. The average plays must be made. And that sounds like basically the philosophy you have on a football field. And your defense, to me, has been solid all year long. And the way you scheme things against your opponent, and talking you up a little bit here, I think you do an outstanding job looking at an offense of your opponent and doing the things necessary to make you guys successful on defense.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that. We got a lot of. There's a lot of guys in that defensive room that are a huge part of what we do, and our coaching staff. If I would be remiss not to talk about our defensive coaches and our offensive coaches. And I know everyone's putting a ton of time in, but these guys are amazing. They make my job a lot easier, and we're just we're trying to make it work with the players that we have, and I think. Proud of what we've done so far, but there's more to do.
Who's the biggest surprise on defense for you, or is there one?
I can't say there's a big surprise, but going into the season, we knew we were going to be pretty solid right down the middle of the field with Hennings and our two linebackers. The junior linebacker, I guess, Evan Vogt is a name that people are going to hear about for the next 2 years because he has stepped in and done a great job. And then who our safety is, Nolan Morrow. But right. Jalen Bird has dominated the outside. And then our corners have been great, and I think that's where we struggled a little bit last year. So guys are just doing their job, and that's kind of where we're at. We got a sophomore playing D-line. We rotate 7 guys in on the defensive line. So a team effort. Everyone's just got to do their job. Like you said, we don't have to be spectacular, but we got some guys that are doing some spectacular things. So it's impressive, and we're proud of them.
You going to go see a live game tomorrow?
We're talking about it.
All right. I got a place for you to go. Okay.
Okay. All right. Where are we going?
All right. Well, probably going to want to get a little early because I know it's a 7:00 kick tomorrow. 95th Street, right off of Cicero, Palermo's.
Oh, I was right when you said 95th Street. I was going to say Palermo's.
Yeah.
Calamari from Palermo's.
Ooh, that sounds good. I love that.
You can go pasta. You can go pizza. The pizza's just as good as the pasta. By all means.
Are you guys going to be there?
No. I will be in lovely Burbank. I'll be kind of close, but I'll be at Burbank covering a game.
Yep.
But by all means, go and enjoy. Very good. Yes. Highly recommend.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yep.
We used to go out there when we would go scouting out that way.
There you go. See, everyone's got spots.
Coach Rodney and Dan Stowe.
Yes, of course, you guys.
A couple times together. Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Have you been fortunate enough to head out west and attend a place called Rip's Chicken in Ladd, Illinois?
Ooh. I do not know that.
All right. Well, we're going to have to get you guys lined up for that one too. So
sounds like that's a team dinner for us.
Yeah. That might be a post-game gathering, I'm thinking.
Oh, they know Edgy in that place, Dave.
Yeah,
they know Edgy.
Okay.
It's pretty damn spectacular.
Just say put it on Edgy's tab, and they'll say, okay, we're good.
Yep.
All right, I'm taking notes.
I would not do you wrong with that, sir. Not at all.
I know this.
All right, my friend. Well, hey, appreciate your time.
Yes.
Best of luck on Saturday afternoon. Go get one. And then, we'll probably talk to you this time next week.
Yes.
Okay, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, good luck, Drew. Good luck, David. Good luck,
guys.
Yeah, appreciate you guys so much. Thanks.
All right, take care.
All right, have a good one.
All right, Dave Woodburn joins us, and yes, I highly recommend Palermo's if you're in the Oak Lawn area. No doubt. Everyone's shaking their head. Yep, me too. And I also highly recommend Rip's Chicken in Ladd, Illinois.
And we have to go sometime.
I'll take you. We go. Wife and I try to go every couple of months. We go out there.
Next time you go, let us know.
And have a wonderful dinner. Yep. It's unique. Only one place like Rip's Chicken in Ladd, Illinois. Hey, thanks for everybody watching. We got all kinds of people. We've had really good numbers tonight, so we appreciate you guys being out there. We're going to take a break in a minute, but when we come back, we're opening everything up. The phone lines will be open the rest of the show. The Dwyers have been very patiently waiting in the green room to join us, and we will bring them on the air. We're just gonna go through brackets and talk everything. Will County area, not Will County area, whatever you want to talk about the next two segments, we are here for you. So we're gonna take a break. We come back, open phone lines. Love to hear from you. This is the Week 11 edition of Pigskin Preview here on 1340 WJOL, Will County's News, Talk, Sports.
This is State Farm Agent John Wright. I'm a multiple-time winner of the Reader's Choice for one of the best insurance agents in the area. When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect gift for your special someone. It feels real good to make the right insurance decision, too. The John Wright Insurance Agency is right here in Joliet to help you select the right protection at the right price. With me, State Farm Agent John Wright, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call me when you want the real deal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Catch all of the game day action this Sunday as New York travels to Chicago at Front Row, featuring 85-cent boneless wings, $8 ballpark nachos, $9 Miller Lite and Coors Light pitchers, and $14 buckets of Miller Lite and Coors Light bottles. And all of the game day action on 40 TVs throughout the bar. Front Row, bar, eatery, and events. 14903 Founders Crossing, Homer Glen. FrontRowHG.com. Celebrate responsibly.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Severe from Vicks.
Sinex Severe nasal spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Severe instantly relieves nasal congestion and works 6 times faster than nasal decongestant tablets. The 12 hours of relief allow you to get back to the moments that matter without congestion.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it! Try Sinex Severe from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problems, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-924-7415. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-924-7415. 800-924-7415. 800-924-7415.
High school football on 1340 WJOL.
All right, welcome back. It is the Week 11 edition of Pigskin Preview here on 1340 WJOL. Will County's News Talk Sports. EDGYTIM along with the coach Joe Rodegaro. Dave Dwyer in the house. Hello, David.
Here we are.
Daniel Son. Daniel Dwyer.
We're back again for another week.
Back again. So the boys are in the studio. We're going to talk about really all 8 classes if you want. We'll go through it. By the way, thanks to everybody watching, listening, everybody on YouTube Live. Joe, we had a question.
Yes.
From one of our very loyal fans. Is it Jeff Brook? Sure, we'll go with that.
That's what it says there.
Joe.
Yes.
The Peoria publications are picking Dunlap to beat Crete. What do you think of that?
Really?
Well, Joe, I'll tell you what I think of that. I think the Peoria people are going to pick the Peoria teams, Joe. Are you pretty shocked by that?
Not at all.
And the Joliet people are going to pick the Joliet team.
Yes.
And the Rockford people, which some of those Rockford picks have been hysterical. The Rockford people are going to pick the Rockford teams. Jeff, do you see where I'm going here? So, no, nothing fools me at all. By the way, people were asking me about Crete and Dunlap. That is actually the game I'm going to cover Saturday afternoon, so I'm looking forward to it. By the way, if you're from Central Illinois, hello. Hope the accent isn't too bad for you. Crete, brand new stadium.
It's really nice.
Great facility. Looking forward to that. So, again, and a great place to see a game. I've been to Crete multiple times, and just excited for them, Joe, for that facility upgrade. So,
yes.
All right, game of the week. We've talked about it. Saturday, 6 o'clock kickoff. Lockport hosting Homewood Flossmoor. Dewey will not be here, but Danielson will be here. So Daniel will be there. Joe and Evan Bredesen on the call. Gentlemen, let's go through the area, and then obviously anything else you guys want to add, or we'll get Evan back in here. We'll take some phone calls. We've got open phones, so basically the next 2 segments, 815-254-7300. You can also, by the way, DM us if you're watching live, and we'll always take the DMs as well. So always glad to hear from you. Gentlemen, Lincoln Way East, Palatine, Dewey, your thoughts?
I think it was good last week with Jonas back. I think they'll be in a better groove after having him back. Although it was a half, it's still getting the offense down pat and everything else. And the whole team had a kick to the step. So, I mean, it's always tough when you go on the road, but I think they'll be fine this week.
Daniel, my big concern for East, okay, I don't think it's going to be a big of an issue this week. It will definitely be an issue if they win in advance the following week. I'm real concerned that Blaisdell East is not in the lineup now. I think that could be a big concern for Lincoln Way.
I agree. Definitely the type of guy like him, and seeing what he can do with the wide receiver spot, and missing him is a big chunk that they're missing on the offense.
And again, guys, he's a bigger, stronger receiver. You don't have a lot of those hanging around at Lincoln Way East. You have a lot of 5'10", 5'11", 170-pound receivers. Great players, Joe, but from a coverage standpoint, the defensive standpoint, you know, when you got that 6'3" guy that can go across the middle and just shake loose any kind of jam that gets on him, to me, it makes a big difference.
It does, but the passing game...
But not so fast, my friend. Go ahead,
my friend. But the passing game opens the running game for Mr. Gish.
Okay. Yeah, it does. If things are clicking accordingly.
That's going to be a big part if they... I'm picking them to beat Palatine also. But in that next week matchup. Pick?
East. We're all East. I know you're East. You go there. Okay. Bolingbrook at Warren, as we talked about, arguably two of the best running backs in Chicagoland going after each other. Guys, we're talking Coach of the Year. You got to kind of include Mr. Pettigrew in that discussion. No? Yes?
No, he's made a good run.
Yes.
Thoughts? I know you've watched Warren, Joe.
They're very good.
Yeah.
And they're very good defensively. They've over the years they've relied on their defense. They're big. They're quick. Maybe not as fast as Bolingbrook, but they have a running back, Stewart, as I talked about before, who's
unbelievable.
The guy's
he's a nationally ranked wrestler.
I mean, he's like a Weeble. I mean, they hit him, he just bounces off and keeps going.
Yeah, he's like 5'7", 5'8", probably.
He's like a fire truck,
190,
but he can run.
Oh yeah,
he can run.
No, he can. See, what gives Warren problems and what has given Warren problems has been Lincoln Way East. But they keep running in the East, and again, Warren has problems, it seems, with offenses that can kind of go high tempo and score quickly. Because you see what they can do offensively. They're a run game.
They are.
Now, Dangle, the quarterback, not bad. He's had a decent year, Joe, but, you know, when you're a run team, you got to keep it close.
He's only passed for a little over 500 yards. So it's basically a running type attack. And even the film that I watched, even when they get inside the 10, they run the wildcat with Stewart. I mean, they literally run a wildcat with him. And
well, here's something else we got to talk about, guys. Yep. Saturday night. As of right now, rain.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, how does that play in with these two?
With Bolingbrook and Warren?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, probably not a ton. They're both pretty run-heavy teams.
Right.
So you're going to ride your two horses as far as you can. That's kind of how I look at it, you know. And again, it should keep the scores relatively tight if they both got to run and can only be a little bit limited. But then, Joe, guys, you know, special teams definitely come into play. Can you punt? Can you stay clean, relatively clean with, you know, a minimal penalties? And sometimes it's hard to do in a game like that. It's hard to do.
Special teams is going to be a big part of that also.
Game of the week, Saturday, guys, Lockport hosting HF. And, Joe, we've talked about it. I'm just excited about this Lockport team. I think they got something going on, and I think the path has been very good for them so far.
Yeah, I'm picking Lockport in this one. They're healthy, really, for the first time, except for their kicker. But yeah, they had to win games in order to get to the playoffs, and they've run their five games. And even though they're playing a conference opponent who beat them the first time, this is like you said, Edge, just a different Lockport team.
Daniel, have you seen Lockport this year?
I have, week 3.
Okay.
And
that was when they lost to HF.
That was when they lost to HF,
okay.
Of course. And you know, of course, they're a different team now. They're one of the hottest teams in Illinois, basically. And I think George Tart and what he's done getting them going in the last couple of weeks, I think the Porters are going to pull it out or Saturday night.
Turnovers were a big part of that first game.
Definitely.
I think I'm happy for George because, guys, remember last year it was the opposite story for them. They limped in, and they were so dinged up, and now it seems health at the right time.
Yeah, man, no doubt about it for sure. 7-8, Lincoln Way Central at St. Rita. Joe, philosophy-wise, they're very similar. Style of play-wise, they're very similar. There's going to be no real surprises in this game for either side. Joe, going into the city and beating St. Rita at St. Rita, I'll put it to you this way, Joe, and guys, we talk about program-defining moments. Joe, that Saturday afternoon, could be a defining moment for Lincoln Way Central. But it ain't coming easy.
No, it's not. I mean, again, they made it to the semifinals last year.
Yeah, but
this, I know
this is different.
This year is different. And Rita's got some weapons, much as Lincoln Way Central, and there's going to be a way, I believe, in Dave Woodburn and what he does defensively. Yep. Look what he did against Bradley Bourbonnais. I mean, they were scoring it. I mean, they went a little soft in the fourth quarter, and it became a closer game, but they're the only team to beat Bradley Bourbonnais. And the scheme they had against that team, I'm sure he will scheme to try to hold St. Rita to as less points as possible. And I think Lincoln Way Central is going to win this game. And as I said before to you on the air, if they get by this game, they're going to go away.
Yeah,
they are going to go away.
Well, you look at and by the way, Lincoln Way Central fans. Well, the fans don't have to, but the Woodburns, turn the radio off because we're going to project out here a little bit, and you're not allowed to do that, but we are. The winner of Lincoln Way Central and St. Rita takes on the winner, and that's why I was joking with Dave about Friday night. Richards and Hersey. Richards, very good running back. Buchanan, Ahmad Buchanan, running back. Really impressed with him in the win over Edwardsville. Noah Acevedo, the quarterback, does a really nice job, kind of a dual threat kind of guy. Mm-hmm. Was impressed with their overall team speed at Richards. Hersey, Jake Norrod, big, 6'5", 200-pound quarterback, a junior. He's already got offers. He's going to have to carry them. Joe, that game could be back and forth. The point I guess I'm saying is if Central gets there, I feel pretty good about Central.
And it'll be at home, too.
Yes.
It'll be at home. So
yes.
I agree. And then a little bit way in that same northern bracket, Batavia's still there.
Yeah, the game I'm most interested here for this week, Joe.
Moline
and Glenbard North.
Yep.
Glenbard North is they just beat you up is what they do. They're 5'0" and 100 and all they do is fly to the ball and lock you down.
Yep.
And they've got a running back that they'll give the ball to 40 times a game, and that's Glenbard North. And Ryan Wilkins does a great job. They're taking on Moline, and Joe, it's like Forrest Gump. When you get those Quad City teams, you just don't know what you're going to get. And you could be getting a powerhouse or you can be getting a cupcake.
Well, they shut out, in my opinion, a decent Andrew team.
Yeah. So yeah, which was a little eye-opening.
It was for me, too.
And they're also pretty run-heavy. Their quarterback has done a really nice job throwing the ball this year. But when Mike Morrissey's team's clicking, they want to run the football. So we'll see. That'll be an interesting game. Working our way down in 7, taking a look at Lincoln Way West, again, Saturday, 2 o'clock. Joe, guys, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Who came up with the 2 o'clock start time? All these weird start times? Why? Why are people having a 3 o'clock start time when the opponent's like an hour away from each other? Why, Joe? We're trying to get to as many games as we can. You're not helping.
Well, Lincoln Way West wanted to play for tomorrow night, but Kenwood said no.
Okay, we know. Kenwood at Lincoln Way West, Saturday, 2 o'clock. This is a very good CPL team this year.
Yes.
Keontae Lewis, very good quarterback. They've got some skill kids. I still like West chances here.
So do I. Defensively, Luke will come up with a plan. And to me, the biggest thing offensively is the health of Abukar and Markowitz and the health of that offense. That's my biggest question.
And the winner of that game will take on the winner of the 2 superpower matchup between Russia and between Glenbard West and Downers North. And if anyone wants to call in with a pick, I'd love to know what you got to say because to me, it's a coin flip right now.
Yeah, seriously.
They know those guys. They know each other so well. They're going to be prepared for everything. So that'll be a great game. But I do like West chances.
So do I.
All right. No sick. We need a break. Yeah. We're okay. We're okay. 815-254-7300 if you want to join us. Phones are open. Nothing in 6A. If you want to talk 6A, call us. We'll be more than happy to. 5A. Providence at Kankakee. Joe, we talked about this off the air. The K's are banged up. Their starting quarterback, Philip Turner, not expected to be back. But, Joe, all they do is just plug another kid in and go.
Well, I got to give props to our buddy Alex Acevedo,
who it's our guy.
Last week talked about Mr. Cedric Terrell, and they hit a couple big plays in the second half against Lamont.
That's all they really need.
That's all. They're very fast defensively from what I saw. By the time I got home from Wilmington, I kind of got to the fourth quarter of that game. And I was watching that game with the Mount Carmel game on the computer, so I was going back and forth. But, Alex, you were correct that Terrell kid is a very, very good athlete. Providence, to beat them, has to beat them the way they beat Loyola.
Yeah.
Let Mackert go and just they have real good offensive line. Providence has. Yeah. And just control the football.
Yeah, I like Providence.
Oh, so I'm picking Providence in this game, too.
Yeah, I like Providence as well. And again, really like Kankakee and what they do. I just think the injuries and the matchup isn't a great matchup.
No.
So I definitely can feel that. Alex is listening, by the way, Joe.
Yes. All right, good. Hello, Alex.
4A. Oh, Bob? Oh, okay. Go out to the phone lines. Bob joining us. Hello, Bob.
What's up, guys?
It's our guy. Hello. Can we find a team for you in the playoffs or no?
You can find me one.
All right. Well,
what's the one down there?
Is there a team that you've inherited yet or no?
No, not yet.
So what's
I'm
it gonna take to get a Bob on board?
Free ticket.
Well, I can make that happen.
We can make that happen, Bob.
How you been?
Good.
Good. What are you doing with yourself now? I mean, obviously you're not tailgating now, and it's a little different.
Well, I got to listen to the radio now.
Yep. I hear you.
Oh, we just played a bad first half.
Yeah. I mean, again.
They did a lot of holding. I mean, every time they came around the corner, people were yelling, they're dragging our guys down, but we still played flat in the first half.
You know what that's called? That's called Welcome to Central Illinois.
That's called home cooking.
Yep. But, we've been playing like that the whole year, starting off real slow.
Yeah. Yep. Well, again, I said it before. I'll say it again. I thought Jaws and that coaching staff, Joe, did everything in their power to get that team to where they got them. And
I totally agree.
And that should make you feel good if you're a Hilltopper fan. Because
they were very young.
Yeah, that too.
So that's helped us a lot.
All right, friend. Great to hear from you. I'm glad you're doing all right, okay?
Yeah, you too.
All right, Bob. Take care, buddy. Thanks.
Hey, bye.
And another regular chiming in. Greg, this almost past your bedtime, pal. Now, come on now.
Hey, guys. Great show tonight. Great interviews. Loved it.
Thank you.
And happy for Edge.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
You got it.
So,
hey,
you got 3 teams alive, pal. Here we go.
Well, I'm being the eternal optimist. I'm going to hope that all the local teams win. And if they win, I want to go over the next games possibly for them.
Well, we can do that right now if you want.
Yeah. Like Central's playing Rita. They're going to beat Rita.
Yep.
And
they'll get the winner of Hershey and Richards.
Are playing.
Yep, I've seen them both.
Who do you like there?
Today I like Richards. Tomorrow I might like Hershey. It's kind of one of those games. They both do some things really well, and I think that could wind up being a relatively high-scoring game.
Oh, yeah. Hershey usually scores points.
Yeah, and they give up points. So we'll see. Lincoln Way West we talked about. I think they're fine against Kenwood. They would end up playing the winner of I mentioned the superpowers between Glenbard West and Downers Grove North, and right now, Greg, that's a coin flip in my mind. They know each other way too well. It's going to be real tight.
Oh, okay.
But they're both very, very good teams.
Doesn't Downers have a real good quarterback?
They do.
Yes.
His name's Owen Lansu. He's committed to Minnesota, and he's had injury issue, but he's been back the last couple of weeks, so he's good to go.
Yeah, that should be some game. You can't pick a winner, though, huh?
Oh, I can, but why would people read my website tomorrow? So, come on, Greg.
Okay. We'll skip that one.
Lincoln Way East at Palatine. Let's talk Lincoln Way East.
Oh, that, yeah. Well, I heard you. Go ahead.
No, it's obviously they're going to Palatine tomorrow night. Palatine has some talent. They always do. I still like Lincoln Way East. I think Lincoln Way comes away with a win, and we are all smiling at 64th and South Dante next week.
Yes. You know, I know everybody loves Mount Carmel, and probably, it's justified. But if there's a team in 8A that can beat them, it's East.
Yeah.
Well, I agree. I agree
with that. I think Maine South could make things interesting, but I put it to you this way. I won't miss that game. I know that much. I will not miss that game.
I tell you what, though, Greg. Sorry to interrupt you, but I watched the almost the entire Mount Carmel Loyola game, and Loyola for a half gave them all they could handle.
Right.
But the problem with Mount Carmel is the fact that they have a couple receivers. Who's the real good one, Edge, that I said?
Quentin Burrell.
He caught 2 touchdown passes, and they can score in the matter of seconds. And that's the big problem. Mount Carmel can score. I mean,
and that's how they won last week. They were trailing the whole game.
Well, Loyola was up 14-0 with 1:15 to go at halftime. They got the ball down within the 50-yard touchdown pass to make it 14-7. And then he caught another big pass in the fourth quarter to put them ahead because they were getting beat 17-14.
Right.
But that anybody can be had, Greg. Anybody can be had.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I'll tell you. You know what I think? I think the key to the game for Lincoln Way East is get some turnovers. If they can get 2 or 3 turnovers and get some free shots with their offense. And the other thing is keep Mount Carmel under 24. I think 24 is the magic number for East to win that game.
Yeah, I've heard worse theories, Greg, for sure. Hey, we got to let you go. Appreciate it, though.
Thanks, Greg.
Okay, guys. Have a good week.
All right, Greg drops off. We got to take a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back. This is the Week 11 edition of Pigskin Preview here on 1340 WJOL, Will County's News Talk Sports.
There's no stopping your game of golf at Prairie Bluff Public Golf Club, rain or shine. Come to Prairie Bluff's state-of-the-art, covered and heated 31-bay golf range with the newest advanced technology, TrackMan. Enjoy one of our premium bays with golf simulation in a private setting. The perfect spot to practice your game and catch your favorite sports on one of our 20-plus big screen TVs. After your round, head into Prairie Bluff Restaurant, where fresh, flavorful dishes give you the best experience while dining with us. And don't forget, we've got daily food and drink specials that make every visit a winner. Plus, this season, enjoy football specials every Sunday from 12 p.m. until close. Prairie Bluff is located at 19433 Renwick Road in Crest Hill. Visit us online at prairiebluffgc.com. That's prairiebluffgc.com.
When you're hungry, like so many on the streets of Joliet and Will County are, any act of kindness can make a huge difference.
We ate so much, and, they say how we're appreciated. And I said, no, bless you. You guys are the blessings.
The weight was lifted off of me for the first time in a long time. It felt like I could actually feel like a real human again.
To have a meal like that was the world. This Thanksgiving, you can provide life-changing meals and care, and each meal is possible with every $2.56.
My life has done a 180-degree turn.
A meal may cost just $2.56, but it can provide hope. And hope and a bright future can begin with a meal.
Yeah, I started with a plate of nachos, and hopefully it's going to end with my associate's degree.
At just $2.56 a meal, how many meals can you provide this Thanksgiving at Morningstar Mission? Give today at morningstarmission.org.
eBay has reinvented vehicle buying. From click to curb, everything's covered. Ever try to buy a car online and end up in a parking lot with a stranger and some blind trust? That era is over. Now with Secure Purchase, eBay isn't just where you find your car. It's where you buy it, start to finish. Title, financing, registration, delivery, it's all built in. This is the modern way to buy your next ride on eBay. eBay. Things people love. Secure Purchase is powered by Caramel Dealer Services, LLC, an eBay subsidiary.
A part of our community's rich tradition, St. Peter Evangelical Lutheran Church at 310 North Broadway Street in Joliet has been sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ for over 165 years and has the nation's longest-running continuous Sunday morning broadcast beginning in 1926. Reverend David Totsky, pastor of St. Peter's, invites you to join them in worship every Sunday for their divine service in person at 9 a.m. or on their radio broadcast at 11 a.m. here on 1340 WJOL.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
High school football on 1340 WJOL.
And welcome back. This is the final lap, if you will, stolen from one Mr. Dave Dwyer. Welcome back. It's the Week 11 Pigskin Preview. EDGYTIM along with the coach, Joe Rodriguero, Ivan Bredesen spinning the dials, and the Dwyers joining us. Dewey, I know you wanted to touch on a little bit here about Providence and their run.
Yeah, I think Coach Plants has done a really good job. Tommy Lenahan's got that offensive line playing. He has all year.
I wrote about them in my preview as one of the strengths, no doubt, this year.
With everything they've had up to this point, the Loyola win and the balance now, I was really happy to see Mackert get the number of carries he had in the yards.
Yeah.
I think the Celtics can be around for a long time.
Well, I agree, and we said that when the brackets came out. I mean, they are in a situation where
this might be the toughest game they have for another round.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
It really could be.
Well, and then home cooking's got to come in because now they've gone on the road.
Yeah. So you're looking at...
Yeah, because Washington... I'm picking Washington to win.
Second week in a row, they're at home, so that's definitely
game
on the
next
road.
week would be at Providence.
Providence is the higher seed, so it's Providence has a home game.
And they get by that. The only other team...
No. If Muhammad Seymour wins,
Muhammad Seymour, they're
getting the home game. But again, home cooking, but still. And then semifinal, you're looking at probably Peoria. And again, Peoria's very quick, very athletic, kind of a similar kind of deal to Kankakee, quite honestly.
Where would that be?
Well, if Providence wins Saturday, goes on the road, that game will be at home because Peoria's home 2 weeks in a row.
Right.
But if not...
Well, you got to see how it plays.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of going to your favorite place. That'd be Peoria Public Stadium, right?
Love it. Absolutely love it. We'll put you up in your little corner.
Oh, great.
Oh, boy. I know. Yeah, that's weird. It's weird they did all those renovations and they left that the same. I don't know. Oh, well. Home field advantage. Yeah, I agree. Looking at really the rest of 7A. Guys, I'll tell you right now, I think Prairie Ridge and St. Francis is going to be a very good game. I just saw St. Francis Saturday. I still think Prairie Ridge gets by that. I wouldn't count Cary Grove out of anything. They're on the opposite side of that northern bracket. They end up with another Fox Valley Super Bowl rematch. They could definitely win that rematch against Prairie Ridge. Joe, I wouldn't count them out.
No, they got their fullback back. Seems like he's been there forever. He's very good. That's the reason why we talked about this, Edge, that they lost their first 2 games because he was out. And with that offense, the fullback is the key. Even though they have they do other things, But in the games I've seen them play, East St. Louis, the fullback has absolutely killed East St. Louis.
Yeah.
That's a key.
Yep, no doubt. 4A, Coal City, Morris. I like the path. I mean,
so do I.
Dixon's going to be a back and forth game. They're both,
rematch.
Yeah, back and forth. I think the Kohlers come out with a win. Well, then it gets very difficult. Then it could get a little ugly. Morris, again, really should be a really good game at Metamora. I like Morris there.
So do I.
I like Morris beating the winner of Macomb and Geneseo as well. So I could see our friends at Morris having a very nice run here. Bottom part of 4A, gentlemen. Bleh.
Yeah.
Yuck. Kinda. Rochester, obviously.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
So the Half Leonard Bowl in the semi.
Yes.
So Derek Leonard, no Ken.
Yep.
Well, I mean, Ken's retired, but. So you got the Leonard Bowl, basically.
Yes.
So that's kind of what you're looking at in the southern part of 4A. 2A, our friends at Wilmington, obviously taking on Seneca. Great game, Joe, but I know who you like there.
I love the Wildcats there.
Yep.
They were really, I know Seneca was impressive on tape, but seeing Wilmington on the field.
Yeah, you saw it up close.
Very impressive.
Yep.
And, they're, as we talked to Jeff, very similar. They are physical. We talk about the difference between physical and stuff. And that team from West Hancock has never seen a team like that. I was down at that end of the end zone at halftime.
Yep.
And when those kids walked back to the sidelines, they were beaten.
I don't think Rock Ridge has seen anything like Wilmington either.
No.
And I don't know if Rock Ridge can get past Tri-Valley this week, to be honest.
Okay.
Especially if we get rain. Rock Ridge is much more of a throw it around the field team. If we get rain, Joe, that changes everything.
Well, Joe, how was that crowd? Because I know, Edge, we were going to talk about crowds. How was we know where Wilmington is.
Wilmington side was packed.
They're always
packed. That's why.
Did the visitor?
I think
bring fans.
They did bring some fans. Yes.
Okay.
And
Daniel,
they that's why I went to the other side of the field.
Yeah. Fan-wise, last week or two, have you noticed?
I've tended to take a notice. I think, of course, you said Halloween, and maybe we can put a little bit of excuse in there for that, but it definitely has been down.
Well, there was no excuse at Lincoln East. That place was packed.
Yeah. Yep.
Last Friday. I would like to see the attendance from Saturday's game to Friday's game.
No, you know what I would like to see? I would like to see how many people subscribe to NFHS and how much money the IHSA makes off of streaming. Because you know why? They're still watching football.
They are.
They're just not watching in person. They're watching at home on their 89-inch screen and super duper sound and everything else. God, I sounded old. Super duper. But I think that's where they're at.
Well, it's an industry now. We haven't had the bad weather, okay?
Yeah.
Now, if it rains Saturday, think about all these towns like in Joliet.
Dixon.
They put the games on the TV. In all these small towns.
Oh, every bar on the south side of Chicago. Mount Carmel or Rita or Rice. Every bar. I had my brother one time call me from a bar on Western Avenue and go, "Hey, I just saw you on TV." I go, "Where are you?" "I'm at so-and-so's on Western Avenue." They got every TV's tuned into the Mount Carmel game. So there you go.
That'd be a good question, how much money they make.
Oh, you're never going to find that out. You'll go to the grave not knowing that one, Joe. I guarantee that.
Well, those things are for sure then. I'll never know that, and 80 will never be finished.
Yeah. Our grandchildren, kids will enjoy 80 when it's finally completed.
Oh, my.
Unbelievable. So how far? How many do we get to the final?
To the finals? Oh, boy.
I'm going to say 2.
So 2 out of the 9 remaining.
I'm going to say, I am going to say.
Are any in classes 7A and above?
No.
See, that's where I'm coming from too.
I agree.
I think it could be a 4A to 2A kind of year.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh God, we all agree it is the end of the world.
Or no, Providence can make. I think Providence can make it.
Yeah, I'm believing that too.
Oh yeah,
I'm believing it too.
And the path, as I said, Lincoln Way Central.
This is a big week.
Yeah, I think if they get by this week, they'll get there.
The only thing that worries me about that, Joe, and you know this, how many times have we gone up there for Providence and just weird things happen at Rita?
Well, of course.
Yep.
I mean, there's home field advantages, but Rita's always one of those.
I think even when and Dave was at Providence at the time before he left, where it went back and forth. Every time Providence went, I think Seth beat St. Rita at St. Rita once in 10 years.
Yep.
Every time it was just like with Loyola.
Yep.
Every time you go play Loyola would beat Providence. Every time Loyola came to Providence would beat them.
Hey, they're just a good high school football program, Rita. They just are. They don't do anything fancy. They run the same damn offense Joliet Catholic has run, and all they do is win by doing it. And you respect that. And,
sure.
And that's why I mentioned I see Dave taking that program in that same path, doing a lot of the same things and doing it really well. That's where they're heading. So that's why I talk about if they're able to get that win on the road, Joe, that's a difference maker.
Yeah, that sure is.
You talk about a level of confidence that I don't think a lot of these teams in this area really haven't had. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Obviously, that's one of the most intriguing games on Saturday.
For sure. I totally agree with you.
All right, it's going to do it. Appreciate everyone watching, everyone listening. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you guys for coming in, and Joe for the pizza and the cake, and Evan just for being you, Ben. All right, that's going to do it. This has been the Week 11 edition of Pigskin Preview here on 1340 WJOL, Will County's News Talk Sports. Give us a listen Saturday night, game of the week. Good night, everyone.
It's football season, ladies and gentlemen, and that means game time. And just like your favorite team, you need the right defense. At the Drew Mormon State Farm Agency, located in Lamont and proudly serving the surrounding areas, we've got your back. From auto, home to life insurance, my team